everybody? We are back. It's the Sports Clash. Rich Arlia here with Chris Carey. It's a home run derby draft. It's our thing. I mean, this is what we live for. So obviously, Chris, I mean, how you doing, man? It's one of the best event. It's our favorite event of the year.
Honestly, dude, so many times we've sat together and watched this thing with just heightened heart rates and drafting our teams and everything. It's honestly the best all-star game out of all the sports. The all-star weekend or week, whatever you want to call it, the home run derby is incredible and super excited for this field. And yeah, this is kind of our thing. It's been a year since we've been doing this. Like we draft our own teams and watch it together and whatnot. It's a blast.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, we did this on the Sports Clash last year, and we've been doing it for how long now? I mean, at least 10 years, I would
It's
say.
got to be.
We do it every derby. We draft, we do a snake draft, go through all the participants. Now, they changed they changed the derby this year. They changed the format. There's no more bracket. It's different. It is just 8 participants, top four, move on. Um, Yeah, all 8 participants compete against each other in the first round. The top four advance to one-on-one knockout rounds in the semifinals and the final. So also they put in like it's not just a time limit now, it's also there's a max pitch count. I don't have it off the top of my head, but they wanted to kind of find a balance between I think the clock is the right format maybe, but at least like limiting the amount of pitches you could throw so these guys aren't just chucking
Yeah,
pitches because
yeah.
that's what we
That's what we
saw.
saw.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we saw. I think the clock is the right format, but to give a little bit of a cap on that, definitely awesome. I think
Yeah.
they got it right this year.
Yeah, I think so because I mean, I think you and I as traditionalists would say the ten out is the true derby format, but I understand as, when people were getting bored of that because some guys would come in and just take a million pitches and it was just nothing was happening. So they went from nothing happening to too many home runs happening too fast where the broadcast couldn't even keep up with them. So they had
Right.
to they had to do something to just mitigate, find the balance. And I think we'll see. I mean, we'll all find out Monday night because that's when Derby takes place. But the field is set and it's a good field. It's a solid field. I mean, you're missing some big guns. You're missing Aaron Judge first and foremost. He's the
Hmm.
premier home run hitter in baseball.
This is
Um,
true.
yeah, I just appreciate you saying that.
Yeah,
Um,
of course. No. I'm a realist too, traditionalist, realist, whatever. I think it's a good balance between the in-person crowd as well as the broadcast. So I think they're going to keep the hype up. I think, the guys that take a million pitches kind of kills the vibes. And now we're going to see good action, everybody competing against each other, and then we get to where they want those knockout rounds and whittle it down to two people with a bang at the finish.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at the top five home run hitters in baseball right now, there's only one of the top five in the Derby. That's Marcell Ozuna. He has 26. He's fourth overall in the league. Um, I'm sorry. There's two. There's Marcell Ozuna and Gunnar Henderson, who has 28 home runs.
Excuse you.
Having an very excuse me, apologize.
It's okay.
Unbelievable year. No Judge, no Otani. Guess who number five is in baseball? Can you tell me who the number five home run hitter in baseball is?
Well, it's not one of these guys listed. So, Soto?
No, no, not
No.
Soto. I'll give
Mm,
you want a hint?
Guy on the Dodgers.
No.
Yeah. All right. No, I have no idea.
He's in the AL East.
Vlad Guerrero.
No. He's on
Damn.
your favorite team.
Shit. O'Hearn?
You've been wanting to trade him for the last 5 years.
Anthony Santander, Mr.
Tony
Rule 5, the Rule 5 success story.
Tony Taters, 24 home runs, fifth in baseball. Impressive year. He
Okay.
hit one, I think, on Sunday against the Yanks. I think he had a
Yep.
couple in the series. It's Tony Taters, man, impressive. But
Solo jobs though.
if you go out to the top 10, there's still just two guys in the top 10 in the draft, in the Derby. So it's a little odd, but we'll get to the participants here. So it's a little different this year. There's a little almost less strategy because there's no bracket format, there's no seeding. It's all eight guys up against each other. Who's going to hit the most home runs? So I'll go down the field, starting with New York Mets first baseman. Mets fans don't even like him right now. They're ready to get rid of him. Polar Bear Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is in the home run derby. He's been in the home run derby since he started breathing, I think. The guy was just born to do this. He's a good competitor for the derby. He loves doing it. He's a home
For
run
sure.
hitter. He's top, I think, 15 in baseball. He's got 19 homers. He's right there. I mean, he's got as many homers as Giancarlo Stanton, who has about 30 fewer games played, but it's just me being a dick. So
No, it is what it is, dude. I mean, Pete Alonso is not winning his contract right now. So I think he needs this derby. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But he's the derby guy right now.
I think he entered it to kind of boost himself because he needs it. He's not having a good season. But Pete Alonso is in. Alec Bohm, third baseman for the Phillies.
Yep.
Kind of a surprise there. I don't really love it, but he's in. Uh Next, Adolis Garcia. This home run derby is in Texas. He was in last year. I think he had a good first round. Um, but I think if I remember correctly, because I'm pretty sure I had him, he went a little slow. So we'll see if he
Yes.
can adjust to this format here.
The rules are good for him here, but the guy's got muscles on muscles and he's a hometown guy, so glad he's in it.
Yeah. Next, your shortstop for the Baltimore Orioles, Gunnar Henderson, who is having an unbelievable breakout season. Guy's legit. I mean, you
I
want to
mean,
gush about Gunnar?
no, keep going. No, please. Come
All right, I'll
on,
keep
shower
going.
me. Shower me.
I don't want to shower you. Um, we'll go on. Teoscar Hernandez having a great year for the Dodgers. Marcell Ozuna, who I mentioned before.
Of course.
Ozuna from the Braves. He's been hitting dingers for a long time, and he's having a great season. Jose Ramirez of the Guardians. Guardians offense, surprisingly, one of the best in baseball. Jose Ramirez having a nice season, not one of his best, but he's just been consistently consistent. And he can hit home runs. And then rounding out the field of eight, Bobby Witt Jr., shortstop for the
Love you, Vet.
Kansas City Royals. A lot of
Mhm.
infielders, more infielders than you usually see. I think there's just two outfielders, one DH, and the rest are infielders. So pretty interesting field.
Well, think about our fantasy drafts this year. Outfield was shallow. There was just a drop off. It was like the Marianas Trench. You had like a bunch of guys, and you got to like the 40th outfielder. Goodbye. And
Right.
you were lucky if you got some of those top outfielders. If you're in a five outfielder league, there's not a lot of depth there. So at the same time, it's not something that surprises me, especially with the hitters that are at the top of the leaderboard in a lot of the categories right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the field. I think it's time to draft, man. I mean, we got to figure out
Oh, who
though.
gets the first pick?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We got to figure out who gets the first pick. We need to figure out a fair and just way.
You have
I
a
could.
coin?
That's what I was looking for. I do. I
I got a nickel.
You got a nickel?
You
Flip a
trust me?
nickel. Flip a nickel. I trust you.
You sure?
Yeah. You let me call
Do
it
I
in the
flip it
air.
on my hand? Should I flip it on my hand? Should I do the fist thing?
No, flip it like a quarter. And and
Yeah,
and
it's
and
right
then
here.
catch
How do
it.
you flip
Then
it?
yeah, you flip it, catch
And then
it,
flip it.
and then yeah.
Yeah, what did you think I was gonna do?
I don't know. You're asking me all
All
kinds of
right, call it in
questions
the
here.
air. Let's see if I catch this. This will be interesting.
Heads.
It's heads.
Let's
Son of a
go.
bitch.
Let's
All right,
go.
bring it on.
Let's go.
You got first pick. I got the snake on the back end.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All right, no strategy involved right here. This is right off the top of the dome. Let's see what he does.
Top of the dome with the first pick in the 2024 Sports Clash Home Run Derby Draft. Rich Orleo selects Gunnar Henderson, shortstop of the Baltimore
I hate
Orioles.
you so much. You're the ultimate hedger. You really are. You bet on the team that is playing the Yankees as opposed to the Yankees. You go here, you take my guy. Ugh.
I'm looking at the home run leaderboard right now, and the number one guy on the home run leaderboard is Gunnar Henderson with 28 home runs. It's Judge Otani and Gunnar Henderson. He is
I
the
will happily pay you the agreed upon amount off camera if Gunnar wins it, and I will happily gloat about Gunnar winning it. So, golly, I should have just lied and said tails. What? Just lie. Why did I just be a liar? Why not? All
You're
right.
an honest guy.
Screw
That's
it.
why I trust you. That's why I trust you. All right.
Oh,
So
I
number one
can't
pick,
stand
Gunnar
you.
Henderson goes to me.
All right.
The number two
Uh,
pick,
number two pick coming up, gonna be Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is the guy that's always in it. He's won it before. He always gets in a rhythm. Hopefully the cap on the pitches doesn't really change that, but I'm gonna go Pete Alonso. And then third pick is going to be Marcelo Ozuna. You mentioned him before. The guy's been having an incredible year. He makes contact at an incredible rate. And I think he's going to have a great second half to mirror his first half. So I got Pete Alonso and Marcelo Ozuna.
Pete Alonso goes two, Marcelo Zuna goes three.
You want to make a trade? Can I trade you?
No,
Just kidding.
I'm keeping Gunner. All right.
You're the worst. You literally are the worst.
I
But
know.
anyhow,
I know. I live to be
who's
the
4 and
worst.
5? Let's hear it.
Number
I'm gonna get Alec
four.
Bohm too.
Number
Nobody wants
four.
Alec Bohm.
He's definitely going fast. Number four.
Yeah.
I'm cornering the shortstop market. Bobby Witt Jr.
I can't stand you. I
Number
literally cannot stand you. I'm gonna sit you.
I will take
Go.
Bobby Witt Jr. Stud, just ace. Guy's gonna crush.
Yeah, I think he's a real dark horse in this. I think nobody's talking about him. The guy was he's sitting in Kansas City right now, and he's probably one of the most talented players in baseball. And he's got the swing to do this. And he's got the swing and the swagger. So good
Swing
pick.
swagger, Bobby Witt. Number four. Number five, as we wrap around with the snake. I'm between two guys here, but I'm going to go with the hometown man, Adolis Garcia, number five
Figures.
overall to me. And my team is stacked. You're
I
screwed.
hate you.
I
I
love
hate
my
you so
team. I
much.
love my
I
team. And
really do.
I love how you hate your team. It's phenomenal.
Oh God.
This has gone
Why did I flip the
extremely
coin? Why
well.
did I get involved? Why didn't we figure this out
You
beforehand? We
had the
should have done one of
nickel.
those virtual ones that are rigged.
You had the nickel out.
I did.
Props to you
I
for
should have.
having the nickel.
It wasn't a quarter. That's dude, there's an
I
asterisk. It
feel
wasn't a
like you
quarter.
I feel like you always hate your draft and then you end up winning anyway. So I think
I think just for the viewers out there, I think 2 years in a row defending champ. So all right.
it's definitely 2 years. Yeah.
You cornered the shortstop. So I'm going to go ahead and take two of the value picks that I think, if you're gambling on this thing, are Teoscar Hernandez, 100%. He's
Yeah.
or plus 1100, and Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
I love Jose Ramirez. That guy is just, I mean, he's just a ball player. I imagine that he's going to do decent here. But he's 1400 on FanDuel as well. So I'm going to go. I've got the two favorites, and I've got the two guys that I'll probably put $5 on. So I'm down with that. I
Props.
hate that I'm going to root for my guy and you have him, but Go take Alec Bohm, you jerk.
I will take Alec Bohm with the last
Mhm.
pick in the draft. I have
Mhm.
zero hopes for Alec Bohm. This is like Mookie Betts last year. He's like, I don't hit home runs.
Right. Mookie
It's
Betts was
just
on the broadcast and said his wife convinced him to do it or something last year too.
yeah.
He was like,
So
I'm not
yeah.
supposed to be
To
here.
be fair, Betts was like at the top of the home run leaderboard last
Right.
year. So I mean, one of the best players in baseball. He's hurt right now, but
All right.
yeah, I
So
got
let's
Alec
recap this
Bohm. I
shit.
still don't know how Alec Bohm is in, but he's in and I am. So home run derby, we are officially drafted. Number one overall pick, Gunnar Henderson to me. Great player, great team. Number two, Chris, Pete Alonso of the New York Mets. I know you're a big Mets fan, so you got Pete. You got your
Love him.
boy.
I love it.
Yeah,
Queens
you
is the
love the
best place
Mets.
in the world.
Number
Trust me. He
three,
gets yeah.
Marcelo Zuna. I mean, those are two great picks. So props to you.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm happy with it.
wrap around number four, Bobby Witt Jr. and the hometown man, Adolis Garcia. Not having his
That was
best
smart.
year, but he could crush at home. And then you took the two. That was the rest of the draft that was done. I mean, it was Teoscar Hernandez, Jose Ramirez, 6 and 7, and then Alec Bohm, number 8. We knew as soon as Bohm was named for the draft, he was going last, so it
Yeah.
was bound to
I think
happen.
what happened was Gunner announced that he was going to do the draft on Sunday Night Baseball, and then Alec Bohm was like, "Me too,"
I mean, I think that's how it went. It's
and
like,
nobody
okay,
else was announced yet, and they're
yeah.
like, "All right, he's cool,
Well,
sounds good."
Bohm Run Derby. There we go. That's it. That's all you need to know. The
Oh,
Bohm Run
well, you
Derby.
got that fan base involved,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
MLB's got to love that.
yeah. Great.
Yeah, great.
Great. All right, so
I can't.
draft
I can't.
draft is set. We'll talk about our agreed upon amount. We probably should have done that before we drafted, but we typically do the same thing. So
Yeah,
we'll
exactly.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
About $1 million our 401ks. Yeah, so
Yeah, every year we do that. So
don't
uh
tell the IRS. Anywho,
no, no.
moving
Great
on.
draft. So it's home run derby Monday night, all-star game Tuesday, little break, and then we get to the second half of the MLB season.